Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Daivasura Sambat Vivaga Yoga, chapter 16, verse 20. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, the cruel people, the most degraded men of this world, Naradaman, worst people. Some people behave in a worst manner. Worst people. They are made to be born perpetually in the wombs of demons by me. Here the word by me means law of karma. Bhagavan is law of karma. Bhagavan is dharma. So you cannot escape. Whatever you are seeking, I am giving. That is what Bhagavan Krishna says. He is not forcing you to be born in. He is not pick and choose. It is what you wanted. That is what Bhagavan is saying. Verse 20. Asurim yonima pannaha Muda janmani janmani Mama prapyaiva kaundeya Tado yantyadamam gadim. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, these Asuras obtain births in the wombs of Asuras not once but repeatedly. They have gathered so much of papa, sin, which cannot be exhausted in one birth. They are born as animals or in some other form in which tamas is predominant. This is because they do not have viveka buddhi. Like animals. Animals we know. All animals live by instinct. They don't discriminate whether this route is correct, that route is correct. They live by instinct. Similarly, the people with Asuras nature, they also behave like animals. This goes on until all the consequences of their wrongdoings are exhausted. There is no question of gaining Bhagavan by them in many janmas. Janmani janmani. Janma after janma, they will be born like Asuras. Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes Adi Shankara here, who says, there is no doubt that they cannot gain Bhagavan. He is far out of reach for them. In order to create dispassion towards such tendencies, Bhagavan Krishna says, they go to a still worse end. Atamam gadi. Because you have to get dejected. You have to get tormented by the life. All experience, worst experience you have to come across. Then one day you will get dejected. What type of life I am living? Then naturally, from there, you will start evolving. The Asuras. Swami Chinmayananda says, the Asuric type of people, as a result of his previous life, life after life is born in the same environment. They can never realize the infinite joy of the self. They cannot climb the heights of cultural beauty, but slowly sink lower and lower to reach the lowest of beings. Swami Chinmayananda says, every movement in every being throughout this world is a step in search of happiness. Every moment, every second, we are all searching for happiness. We want to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. The nature of self is peace and joy, full of happiness. But everyone is making an unconscious attempt to be with peace and joy in the world of beings. Everyone's self is full of happiness, but he ignores that happiness, the self. But he seeks happiness in the world of beings. If one seeks that happiness in a wrong place, then the result is sorrow. Swami Chinmayananda says, a little thought will tell us that it is impossible to find a lasting joy in a constantly changing world. The fanatic materialist vainly seeks it in the world of objects. He falls into a trap, Maya. The vicious cycle then continues. Therefore, Bhagwan Krishna says, birth after birth, Janmani Janmani, they fall into conditions still lower than that. Repeating the same mistake, they lose their footing over and over again and forced to live in appalling environments. Bhagavan Krishna is not pushing them into lower wombs, but it is actually what they wanted. Swami Chinmayananda gives the example of a drug addict, a wealthy drug addict, richest man, but he is a drug addict. He would most willingly and happily drive himself to the drug peddler in order to fulfill his desire. He is not compelled by anyone. Nobody says you go there and get a drug. You are a wealthy man, you can live happily. So many enjoyments are there. But he will drive to the drug peddler on his own. Similarly, the mind and intellect equipment nurturing the base values, sense pleasures, can find its satisfaction and happiness only among those sense objects. If brutal instincts are high, then he will be born like a beast. That we have already seen. Finally, one day, for everybody, because in Hindu scriptures, in our Vedas, by nature, you are a supreme being. You are full of happiness. But you have fallen from that level. So no one, it is not condemning everybody, all the others to hell. Everybody can reach Bhagwan Krishna. So by living the worst type of living, one day, suddenly he will realize, what am I doing? He finds life horrifying. Then the journey towards higher starts. He starts questioning life. And slowly his gaze turns towards the higher. Here, one important point, which I think, because I have not seen this in the Acharya's thing, again, I think means I am cautioning. It's my thinking. Why Bhagavan Krishna calls Arjuna as Kaundeya? Asurim yonima pannaha Muda janmani janmani mama prapyaiva kaundeya. Bhagavan Arjuna is calling Arjuna as Kaundeya. Why? Born to whom? Kaundeya means born to womb of Kundi. Why he is calling him as Kaundeya? I think if Asuras desired to be born as Asura because of their cruel nature, the one who wanted to excel as army man should be given proper opportunity to exhaust his vasanas in a proper field. Otherwise, how will he exhaust? It looks as if Bhagavan Krishna is saying, hey Arjuna, it is not I who forced you to be born in Kundi's womb. It is your choice. In your previous janmas, you wanted to become a great warrior. Hence, I have given you the greatest opportunity to exhaust your vasanas in Kurukshetra. If you miss this great opportunity, then the vasanas will remain with you. Again, you have to be born in another womb to exhaust your existing vasanas. Muda janmani janmani. You will become a fool. You have to be born again and again to exhaust your vasanas. Hence, Bhagavan indirectly indicates to Arjuna that he is born in Kundi's womb because of his Purva Janma vasanas. Now, Bhagavan is giving him and a wonderful opportunity to exhaust all his vasanas. If he missed this opportunity, the great opportunity, the vasanas will still remain there. Muda Janmani Janmani. Again he has to be born like another warrior in another womb. It will continue for a long time, many janmas. I think that is what Bhagavan is indicating to, because he is talking about wombs. If you are having Asura nature, you will be born in Asura womb. So Arjuna, you had a vasana of army man. To exhaust it, you are born in Kundi's womb, Kaundeya. That is why he is calling Arjuna as Kaundeya. That is what I think. Verse 20 again. Asurim yonimapannagam muda janmani janmani mama prapyaiva kaundeyam tado yantyadamam gadim. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana